Здравствуйте, дамы и господа. Продолжаем проходить игру Vampyr. Ты, ладненько. Пойдем. Значит, у нас какая задача? По-нормальному мы сейчас должны с вами посетить похороны Мэри. Потом, я думаю, что мы все-таки должны еще загонять на кладбище, сделать второстепенный квест. Вот это вот, который сейчас будет с правой стороны. Там что-то Сяо Мэй. Убить и вернуться в населенный пункт. Сейчас посмотрим. Так. Сяо Шунь. В Уайтчепел вернуться надо ей. Ладно, погнали. И все-таки я вот, допустим, не помню. Не помню, где этот мужик. Мигрень ему вылечить надо. Где-то здесь должен быть вход. Да, вот. Угу. Где-то тут. Ой, блин, надо обойти. Ну что, погнали? Посмотрим, что там.
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know. I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
Так. Личное.
You seem to me a good soul, Vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel. For I can be as silent as stone.
Ладно, с усопшей поговорим. Ну-ка, хотел.
They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest, as you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
She was my sister.
You seem so troubled by the loss of this girl. What happened to her?
Ну, не знаю, наверное, все-таки это больше несчастный случай, чем если бы я ее грохнул намеренно.
It was an accident. A terrible, terrible accident.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
She died because of me. How do you think I feel?
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
Черт.
I swear it wasn't me. You know me. I loved you. I could never hurt you. Please,
forgive me. You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
А как бы она хотела, чтобы я прожил жизнь? Ну не вампиром стопудово.
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all.
Ладно, значит нам надо вернуться в больничку. Однако. Где здесь? Так, стопы. Спокойствие. Мы, наверное, пойдем все-таки вот сюда. Да. Выполнять квест. Так, уже упыри меня всякие ждут. Без них никуда. Так, сейчас, секундочку. Готовы. Так, еще один готов. Отлично. Угандошили всех. Так, а теперь будем все обыскивать. Это обязательное дело. Мне это обязательно нужно. Мало ли что-то упущу. Ух ты. Вот тварина, нифига себе. Резвый малый. Ух ты, ух ты. Вот мразь такой, собака. Так, ладно, с одним разобрались. Там где-то помойное чудовище было. Вот я бы, наверное... Ну, просто угандошить его, ну, чтобы было. Мало ли, что-то будет там. В том плане, что... Может быть, что-нибудь выпадет полезное. Они не дают мне выбраться, твою мать. Да, вон он. так вот тебе, мразота. Готов. Отлично. Так, и там где-то еще двое. Так, здесь, где-то здесь. Ну, кстати, люди. Так, а что у нас? Ты что-нибудь выронил? Выронил, отлично. Так, отлично, ладно, пойдем. Валим отсюда. Да, сюда. Угу.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Где-то здесь эта женщина на кладбоне.
Remorse and pain are precious when binding you to the earth.
Ни хрена себе.
You. I remember you.
Ах ты ублюдок, мать твою. Это создатель, что ли, мой? Наконец-то что-то интересное. Ни хера себе. Ты кто нахрен такой? Ничего себе.
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making. This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you? I am the land. You are our champion. Riddles and rhymes. You took my life. Now you insult my mind. Be stilled, my child. I bring understanding. What is it you seek? This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged. This has something to do with the epidemic. Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
Очень странно и неубедительно, скажем
I've
так.
had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave.
Вот, но мы должны признать, что возможно, что все-таки наш создатель не такой уж и козел. То есть, ну, мне так кажется, что возможно, что все-таки немножечко все выглядит не так, как мы с вами сейчас видим. Что якобы, значит, создатель плохой, все остальные хорошие. Ладно, сейчас посмотрим. Хотя мне все равно кажется, что он козел.
Are you all right, Miss Shun?
My name is Xiao Shun. This is the proper way to address someone in my country.
I do apologize, Xiao Shun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
This part of town is very fragile. I hope the trust so many people put in her will not be betrayed.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
You should not be by yourself. Grief can be a terrible trial, and it's even worse when you're alone.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed. I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiao Shun.
Matthew died of the Spanish flu, like so many others. It's a mundane cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so sick. I didn't realize the gravity of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
Понятненько. Личные вопросы. Сейчас, секунду. Так, здесь ничего нового. Ладно.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
But you're not dead. There is a difference between visiting the dead and staying with them.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I felt I should share it with you, since she is buried here too.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
Ну, наконец-то так, может, вернетесь
You
домой.
should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
На Уайтчепел. Ладно.
Goodbye for now.
А, не, стой.
Maybe I'll see you again in
Медосмотр.
Whitechapel.
Медосмотр.
Goodbye for now.
How do you feel? Physically speaking, I mean.
I'm as well as can be expected, Doctor.
А, ладно, справляйтесь,
Goodbye
ладно.
for now.
Хорошо. Всего доброго.
No, you can trust me. Why have you not spoken to me?
Так, ну что, мы идем в больничку. По идее, здесь должны быть еще упыри. Ну, что-то пока не наблюдаю. О, есть один. Вот засранец. Можно было бы, конечно, его выбрать, как бы, но это было бы неинтересно. Так, по пути в Гандошу еще одного. Тихо. Вот выпало, отлично.
I have this thirst for blood.
Так, выход где-то здесь должен быть. Да, мы близко. Потрошки. Так, а где еще-то? А, вот. Ух ты. Чё, тоже на пушку пересадиться, что ли, мне? О, мразь, я тебя сейчас укушу. Тварина такая. Так, а дружки-то твои где? Ты что, один был, что ли? Ух ты. Козлин такая. Зарубил нахрен.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Так, больничка. Отлично, мы здесь. Так, Суонси. Кстати говоря, я помню, что здесь, по-моему... Блин, я думал, это Скаль. Эшбери, мать твою. Так, Суонси у нас наверху. Где-то здесь. Вот. Угу.
God protect us. You've got a leech in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCallum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent at a mile. You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned.
Ha!
By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
Но вообще, я считаю, что, наверное, все-таки вот этот мужик, который вышел, охотник этот, что-то мне подсказывает, что он будет боссом, одним из. Ладно, посмотрим, что будет дальше.
The hospital has been attacked. We have
Ух
injured
ты.
patients, at least one dead and several missing.
Ни хрена
This
себе.
has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
We cannot have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones. I found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty nurse is taking care of the mess.
Ну-ка, надо
Very
помочь.
well.
Надо
I'll
помочь,
help
да.
you, Jonathan,
Мгм.
please. I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
So Hampton became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire activity. Do you realize what that could mean for us?
Do you really believe they would come for us here? In such a public venue?
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
Ладно. Хэмптон, мать его. Так, а где он? Прам-пам-пам. 272 метра до него.
lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
Значит, мы идем в доки. Однако, мужик, ну-ка, иди сюда. Продай мне что-нибудь.
Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
О, тихо-тихо, подсказка появилась.
Do you know that Nurse Hawkins is thinking of leaving the hospital?
That's not a surprise. We've talked about it already.
Does it not bother you?
Sometimes I think she may be right. We should run away while we can. Question is, where can we go? Where is it safe?
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Someone killed Miss Jones in her room, and Mr. Hampton's gone missing. Doesn't take a genius to piece it together.
You don't seem shocked by any of this.
Why should I be? Whoever did this must be long gone by now. And besides, he got rid of the old bag.
I'd like to see your goods.
Wise choice, Dr. Reed. A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Блин. Нахрен. Эшбери, мать твою. Ну-ка, иди сюда.
Oh, Jonathan, I cannot believe my eyes. Poor woman. Butchered by some savage scowl.
Не, на свиданку я тебя не приглашу, не хочу.
Everything dies. Or should.
Jonathan, how could you say such a thing?
Forgive me if I feel despondent. For there seems to be no end to the suffering and death that surrounds us.
I'm always here for you, Jonathan.
Have you embraced this woman? Like the other patient, this Mr. Renfield?
Her name was Amelia. And no, I did not kill her. I vowed a very long time ago that I would never take another life, unless they ask.
Is there sufficient vitality in the blood of the sick and dying patients?
Yes, Jonathan. The hunger gnaws at me every waking hour. Frankly, I'm starving.
Temptation surrounds us. Rich, vital. How can you resist?
Over the years, any pleasure I once gleaned from feeding is long gone. I drink for sustenance. And though I still thirst for more, I restrain myself.
Аскалон. Это тот мужик, по ходу дела.
I was threatened by a creature, a vampire in Whitechapel, stating I had to obey the law of conduct.
What more can you tell me about him?
He was bigger than a man. Huge, in fact. He seemed to radiate violence. I thought he was going to tear me apart. Then he vanished.
Fergal, the executioner of Ascalon. You were fortunate he was not after you, but rather out doing his master's bidding.
What is Ascalon?
The Ascalon Club are the most powerful vampires in Britain and exert tremendous influence. Take my advice and stay well away.
I have experienced a certain difficulty when faced with holy symbols or trying to enter religious buildings. Have you?
Now that's quite a question. I don't know why, but yes, it has happened to me.
Is this a sign? The hand of God in action? Are we repellent unto heaven?
I don't have the answers, Jonathan. But I believe superstition and magic is just fact awaiting the lens of science.
Aren't you frightened?
Very little scares me, my dear. To be compelled to avoid symbols of faith does not concern me.
Thank you, my lady. I hope to see you again soon.
Потрещали и хватит, однако. Знаете что? Пойдем-ка в мастерскую в нашу. В наш кабинет на верстак. Так, ну-ка. Опаньки. Так, где-то здесь. Где верстак? Где он есть? Вот. Блин, не хватает. А ну-ка. Блин, где ж все-таки рукояти-то брать? Ёшкин матрешкин, блин, а? Так, что у нас там по заданиям? 2 метра. Ну-ка, пойдем. Блин, 23 метра. Надо выйти из больницы. Так, где-то здесь. Где-то тут. 24, 23, 20. 11, 10. Твою мать. Так, где-то здесь. Где-то тут. Наверху, что ли? Да, наверх. Фу ты, хрен просышь. А оказывается, наверх надо. Блин, вниз. Вот, где-то на этом этаже. Точно. Не понимаю. А, вот.
Strickland's project could be dangerous. I have a mind to report him to Dr. Ackroyd.
Так, теперь сдавать, что ли? Твою ж мать, как сложно. О, потеряна, твою мать. Ну и как поступим? Так, как поступить-то? Ну ладно. Я думаю, что раз Стрикленд нас нанял, соответственно, мы должны ему издать. Ну, по идее, не знаю.
Good evening, Dr. Strickland. And good evening to you, Dr. Reed. Can I be of any help? Can you tell me anything about the recent commotion in the hospital? I'm sure it was not your fault, Dr. Reed. My fault? What do you mean? Oh, nothing. It's just... I heard it was you who brought the murderer inside our walls. But you couldn't know, could you? I have managed to improve the mixture by diluting it. Have you ever heard of Sir Joseph Francis Olive? Or the placebo effect? No, I don't think so. Why? A placebo is a substance or procedure that has no actual physical effect. You made a placebo of my project. Why? Research has established that a placebo, as long as the subject believes in the effect, can provoke a positive physiological reaction. Really? That's fascinating. And you want me to, what, administer the placebo and see what occurs? Something like that, yes. Well, I'm a bit surprised, but I trust you, Dr. Reed. Please take the key to my cabinet and put this placebo there for future use.
Ладно.
Goodbye, Dr. Strickland.
Так, 20 метров. 20 метров наверх. Где-то здесь, да, вот запертая дверь. И я туда все время хотел вломиться. Ну, блин, мужик, ну ты зря мне ключ дал-то. Я сейчас тебя буду грабить.
It's locked.
Закрыто. Предусмотрительный, однако.
At least Strickland can't kill anyone with this formula.
Так, это что такое? Значит, Госвик. Появилась подсказка. И Гвинет. Ладно. Ну-ка, пойдем. Потрещим с ними. А пока. Отследим вот это задание. Ой, тихо. Так, Гвинет и Госвик. Так, Госвик где-то, кстати. Гвинет? А, нет, не Гвинет. Это Пипа. О, Гвинет. Ну-ка, давай иди сюда.
Good evening, Nurse Brannigan.
Good evening, Doctor.
What can you tell me about the recent events in the hospital?
That Mr. Hampton killed Miss Jones in her room, then ran away.
And did you see all this?
No. I was working by the tents when it all happened. I only entered the room when they asked me to clean up the blood.
Where is Miss Jones's body?
I don't know. I'd imagine the morgue. It all happened so quickly.
Did you see Sean Hampton leave the hospital?
I think I saw a silhouette exiting the hospital gates after the shouting started. At first I thought it was someone who was just scared, but well, maybe it was him.
Ладно. А теперь я тебе задам личные вопросы. Да, вот.
According to the report I read, your unprofessional conduct put a patient in danger, Gwyneth.
That's not true. I know when my patient's life is at risk, and I'm more competent than a lot of doctors that I know. Problem is, I'm a woman.
I don't see what your gender has to do with your abilities, nurse.
Yes, nurse. Because I'll never be a doctor, no matter what my skills. I could make a decision that could save a life, but oh no, that's unbecoming conduct.
Слушайте, как она разозлилась-то, а?
Have you heard of Elizabeth Blackwell? She was the first woman listed on the UK Medical Register. Change is slow, but it will come. And you will always have my support.
To have the right to study shouldn't be determined by sex, skin, or wealth. That's all I'm saying.
Ладно, не бухти, бабка.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Ты крутой доктор, ладно. Все будет нормально. Где-то здесь палата вот этой женщины, которую грохнули. Вот она болтушка такая. Охренеть. Эшбери. Так. Ну я ничего не вижу такого. Прям что-то, чтобы взять можно, или что-то, какие-то следы. Ну да, здесь вот ее и грохнули. Угу. Ладно, двигаем. Так, а где этот паренек? Где-то здесь, где-то тут. Где он есть-то? По-моему, где-то здесь, нет? Да, вот он. Ну-ка, иди-ка сюда. Поговорить надо.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
I heard shouting coming from the first floor. I was asleep when it started.
Странно. А, вот.
Your medical report says you're not affected by the Spanish flu. What do you think of that, Mortimer?
Does it make me happy? Not in the slightest. If it was up to me, I would have left this place long ago. I know I don't belong here.
And why do you think you don't belong here?
I know the staff have more important things to do than look after me. There's plenty of patients here who need their attention.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
I'm all right. Don't waste your time with me.
Ладно. где-то 109 метров. Выходим нахрен из больницы. Кстати, а вот тело этой женщины в морге, может, заглянем? Может быть, там что-то будет полезное? Конечно, в морге там, ну, упыри всякие, но мы с ними легко справимся. Сейчас, секунду, ребят, зайду в морг. А, подождите. Где-то здесь он должен быть. А ну-ка. Ну вот он, кстати. Да-да-да. Вот морг. Так, ничего интересного. Блин, их внизу до хрена. Так, и на этом этаже их много. Так, ничего нету. Ну, что-то все-таки, блин, подбираю, да. Ну, сюда мне проход закрыт. Так, идем дальше. Наверху, по-моему, тупик. Да. Твою мать. Ну да, тупик. Значит, идем вниз. Нет, не открывается. все-таки, мне кажется, я зря сюда пришел, кроме как за индрами.
It's locked.
Да, зря. Ладно. Да. Открыть ничего, как обычно, нельзя. Но, видимо, пришел я все-таки сюда зря. Верстачок. Валим. Так, надо валить. Все, идем. Блин, там коробка была. Я хотел ее юзнуть. Так, я все-таки обязан ее юзнуть. Просто должен. Ну ладно, теперь пойдем непосредственно по квесту.
It seems the Priwen are redoubling their patrols in the district. There must be more careful.
Stop that fire!
Ух ты! Тварь! Нет, нет. Так, давай, давай. Ой. Мать твою. Ой, нифига себе, у меня посохом. Ух ты, ух ты. Сдох, голубчик. Так, ладно. Что мы имеем? Вон мужик подошел, еще один. Нам куда вообще? Нам вот сюда, да. Но я мужика хочу убить. Так, готов. По-моему, можно как-то так подобраться. Ух ты, мясо. Что-то происходит, да? Так, верстачок. Письмецо. Отлично. Печально.
In this letter, Mortimer Goswick does nothing to hide his desire to die. I could give it to his mother, but doing so would betray his trust.
Угу. Так, эти записульки мы потом с вами почитаем.
It's locked.
Так, бабки собрали. Мы чувачка-то ограбили, причем конкретно. Keep out. Валите. Можно вернуться к этому чувачку. Я думаю, что это будет целесообразно. Так, есть.
This is despicable. I have thirst for blood.
Да, надо вернуться. Но я, пожалуй, сделаю кругаля. Так. Гори, мразь. Так, что у вас вкусненького? Обычная рукоять. Какая-то хрень. Так, отлично. Возвращаемся. Жесть, еле выжил. Так, идем. Так, Гозвик, мать твою. Где-то ты тут. Да. Угу.
Good evening, Mr. Goswick. How are you?
I'm okay.
I have retrieved your letter, Mr. Goswick. I can assure you that nobody read it but me.
Thank you. This is for you, then. For your help. And for your silence.
I think you should talk to your mother. It would be good for both of you.
Thank you, Dr. Reed. I'll think about it. Now, please, let me be.
Ладно, шиллинги. Неплохо. О.
I've read your letter, Mortimer. You wrote about an unbearable feeling of despair while the world crumbles around you. Tell me more about it.
There's nothing more to say, really. It's hurtful, it's unbearable, and I don't ask anyone to understand what I feel.
The world is bleak, but maybe the pain we feel is the best compass for making it a better place.
How can we repair the world, Dr. Reed, when mankind is the biggest problem? Yes, the world will be a much better place when we're gone.
Ну какой-то ты пессимист, чувак. Ну как-то вообще... Да.
I have to go now, sir. But don't hesitate to contact me if you need any help.
Так, ну что, теперь можно по основному сюжету, однако. Так, здесь я все сделал. Ладно. Давайте, знаете, что сделаем, ребят. На этом пока закончим. Так, сейчас. Надо сохраниться. Где наше убежище? Убежище, мать твою. А чё? У нас убежище на 2-м этаже. Так, сейчас сохранимся и продолжим в следующей серии. Я думаю, что мы с вами просто обязаны сделать дополнительные квесты, чтобы стать круче. Я, конечно, понимаю, что если бы мы кровь пили, было бы гораздо быстрее, но так интереснее. Так, ну-ка давай. Ложись спать. Типа спать. Качать я тебя пока не буду. Так, кто-то заболел, что ли? Так, головная боль. От головной боли нужно лекарство. Ну-ка. Отлично. Так, все, дамы и господа, пока на этом закончим. Всем большое спасибо за просмотр. Всем пока.